I can honestly say for the first time all season, it actually feels like WrestleMania season. We got the Ultimate Deletion on Monday Night Raw. We got the big Lesnar and Roman Reigns situation, though very vomit-inducing. We'll talk about that on Friday. Tuesday, you guys know what happened. The return of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan now medically cleared to once again compete in the WWE. Probably the biggest thing that's going to happen all WrestleMania season. That is the biggest story going into WrestleMania, and it's going to be the biggest story coming out of WrestleMania, and deservedly so. And then on Wednesday, we get another great episode of NXT television, as it definitely feels like WrestleMania season, man. You felt a sense of urgency on tonight's show. You felt that it's WrestleMania season. You feel that TakeOver is right around the corner. I can't wait for it. This is shaping up to be the best TakeOver of all time. This could very well be the best WrestleMania card of all time. We don't know yet. We have to see if WWE delivers on their end, because right now it's looking pretty damn impressive. But NXT tonight, man, it felt like they had a sense of urgency. They always have a sense of urgency, but tonight we're starting to see the wheels spin a little bit quicker as we get closer to New Orleans, man. TOMMASO CIAMPA, you guys know, has been one of the best, if not the best heel for the last couple of weeks in WWE. He has come out and done absolutely nothing, and he's garnered genuine, real heat and a real wrestling reaction just based on his attitude and his character and his hatred for Johnny Gargano. For the first 2 weeks, he didn't say anything. This week, TOMMASO CIAMPA finally uttered the words, "He's gone." Newsflash, he's gone. He's not going to walk down that aisle anymore. He's gone. TOMMASO CIAMPA, man, just taking it all in as if he's on vacation. He's just reveling in the fans' disgust, right? As if he's on the beach in Cabo with a fucking, pina colada underneath the hot, withering sun. He's just taking it all in. He is great at what he does, man. He is great at what he does. The best thing about this entire segment, and I love, no matter if they're plants or not, WWE handed out all those cheesy Johnny Gargano signs. TOMMASO CIAMPA goes up to 3 individual people in the crowd, and I literally laughed my ass off. He goes up to one stooge, and he takes the sign that this guy was holding, and he wipes his ass with it, literally. I could not stop laughing, man. That was brilliant. He then goes up to an old lady and gets into an old lady's face and starts talking shit to the old lady. I couldn't believe what I was watching, man. I'm like, this is fucking quality television right here. And then he goes up to some goon in the front row who's got a much larger Johnny Gargano emoji sign, so you kind of knew what was going on. Like, the other ones he grabbed were like the little paper ones. He goes up to this guy, this geek in the front row. Guy's holding up a big Johnny Gargano sign. TOMMASO CIAMPA pulls it down. The guy's wearing a mask. I couldn't really see what type of mask it was, but as soon as he pulled the sign down from this guy's grasp, the mask came off and Johnny Gargano was underneath the mask. He hopped the barricade. There was a big brawl at ringside, and right away, officials were there to break it up. So we got a taste of what was going to be TOMMASO CIAMPA and Johnny Gargano, just a little bit, man. And the fans continued to say, let them fight, let them go. The security broke it up, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Johnny Gargano, not supposed to be there. I mean, he went on Twitter and actually said that he paid $2 for the cardboard and the marker, and he paid $25 for a ticket into Full Sail University for NXT tonight. And then the fact that he got his hands on TOMMASO CIAMPA is priceless. But this is going to obviously lead to TOMMASO CIAMPA going to William Regal and threatening and asking for a match with Johnny Gargano. William Regal's probably not going to want any part of it. He's going to give Tommaso Ciampa what he wants because he wants this shit to end. He doesn't want Tommaso Ciampa to pretty much come to the ring and take over the show for as long as he has and for as many times as he has because he is just throwing in Gargano's face. He's going to let them fight so they get it out of their system. It's going to be an unsanctioned match. William Regal wants nothing to do with it. It's going to happen at TakeOver. That's the rumor. And we'll see what happens from there. You know, but I think it's going to be Tommaso Ciampa asking William Regal, being that he was on the receiving end of the beatdown tonight, and the fact that Johnny Gargano played him like a fiddle. I think Tommaso Ciampa is going to go to William Regal within the next 3 weeks and ask for a match. William Regal is going to grant him a match. It's going to be unsanctioned. WWE wants nothing to do with it because Johnny Gargano is not an employee, quote-unquote, of WWE anymore, so they don't want to risk, you know, injury or some crazy shit happening to Gargano because he's not an employee of the company anymore. So that's where it's leading, and I'm fucking excited about it, man. I'm really fucking excited about it. Maybe they add a stipulation. We don't know yet. I didn't hear anything coming from this particular set of tapings. Maybe they add a stipulation, you know, after the fact on WWE's YouTube channel, or, you know, they film something after the fact that if Gargano wins, he gets his job back in NXT. I don't know. They could definitely slip that in there and make the pot a little bit more tantalizing. I don't know. But whatever happened here tonight, man, was great stuff. It's continuing to be great stuff. For the past 2 weeks, it's been great. With Ciampa not saying anything, Gargano comes in. We finally see him get his hands on Ciampa. This is going to be a big fight, man. This is going to be a big fight that ultimately could steal the show. With the ladder match that we're going to see for the North American Championship, with Aleister Black and Andrade Cien Almas on the same card, you know, with that triple threat tag team championship match that we are going to get for the Dusty Classic, this could ultimately, and I know I'm probably giving away spoilers, but I really don't give a shit at this point because I'm just excited about TakeOver, so I apologize in advance to whomever is like, what the fuck's going on? This could ultimately steal the show, not only for TakeOver, but the entire WrestleMania weekend. This match, if it happens on TakeOver night, on Saturday night, it could potentially steal the whole weekend. So we'll see what happens with that, man, but this is beautiful stuff. Just a simple storyline. It's a take on what WWE did on Monday Night Raw. If you guys remember, Jericho, and I believe it was Kevin Owens, right? Jericho was in the crowd with a Sin Cara mask. So it is what it is, man. It's a take on what WWE did, you know, how many times ago, you know, how many times long ago. So it's nothing original, but the fact that Gargano snuck into the arena, bought a ticket while nobody else knew, under a mask, pretending to be a fan of himself, it's just great shit. It's great shit, and I can't wait to see where they go with it, man. I'm very excited to see what the next layer on top of this feud is going to be. Charlie Caruso, I loved the fact that, again, attention to detail with NXT. Charlie Caruso, you know, she's got that little Sports Center vibe going on, going over the entire Dusty Classic. Up until this point, she gives us an update on the Dusty Classic. The winner gets a title shot at NXT TakeOver in New Orleans. We see some clips of what happened already in the tournament. And then we get the update from Charlie Caruso. I believe this was already leaked on WWE's YouTube channel. Tyler Bate and Trent Seven are no longer in the tournament. Tyler Bate is apparently injured. He won't be able to compete in the tournament anymore. Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan will now face a new team. Roderick Strong then makes a plea to William Regal to let him in the tournament and let him find a tag team partner. So he was going to find himself a tag team partner, and they were going to take the place of Mustache Mountain in the Dusty Tag Team Classic. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. I continue to love what WWE's doing with Undisputed. They are doing really, really good things. I love their promo work. You know, just in the back, wherever they are on NXT, with the music lightly playing underneath their theme music, lightly playing underneath their promo. I really like that stuff, man. It's a take on the old school. You got to appreciate that. We had Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Roderick Strong and his partner, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. So this is going to be a team that is going to be a formidable threat in this tournament, man. And I love the reaction that Pete Dunne gets when he comes out. He's got that, you know, everybody respects him type of vibe. You know, he's not really a babyface, and I wouldn't want WWE to turn him babyface whatsoever. I just want the fans to just look at Pete Dunne, respect his ability, appreciate his character, appreciate how tough of a motherfucker he is. but I would never want them to turn him babyface. You know, the closest that they've come to turning him babyface was what they did last week when he tried to save Pete Dunne from an attack from the Undisputed. You know, he went to go shake Pete Dunne's hand, did Roddy, and Pete Dunne kind of gave him one of those brush it off the shoulder type taps. You know, you're welcome or thank you. You know, but I'm loving what they're doing with Pete Dunne. I love the reaction that he gets when he comes out. He's got that Stone Cold-esque vibe to him that he's a fucking badass, and we love badasses. So Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. This is the last quarterfinal match, last first-round match in the Dusty Tag Team Classic. Winner goes on to the semifinals. This was a physical fucking match, man. This was damn fun. There was a spot in this match where Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong did double knife-edge chops to Danny Burch, and I swear to God, man, it sounded like a fucking gunshot going off at Full Sail University. The crowd loved it so much they were chanting one more time. They wanted it again, but they didn't get it. Pete Dunne did a solo chop that just rang just as loud as the double chop with Roderick Strong, man. Danny Burch was in the United Kingdom tournament along with Pete Dunne, so it was nice to see these two UK competitors in that tournament once again in the ring, sharing the ring together this time for the Dusty Classic. Oney Lorcan is incredibly underrated, man. He has some nice offense. It's explosive, and it's swift, and it's clean. He landed a sick fucking lariat on Roderick Strong, and then he's quick as a fucking cat. He nails the lariat, and he does those knife-edge chops. You know he's fucking stiff as shit. And he does a running blockbuster off the ropes. Full speed. He does a running blockbuster neckbreaker on Roderick Strong, man. Everything that Oney Lorcan did looked very beautiful in the ring. But it wasn't enough to have his team win this match, man. The team of Pete Dunne and Roddy win this match. Dunne and Burch were slapping the shit out of one another towards the end of this thing. German release suplex by Burch. Half and half suplex by Lorcan on Strong. And then he throws Strong on top of Dunne. So they came somewhat close to winning this match. But both Strong and Dunne then were in submission holds. You knew that neither one of those guys were going to tap out. Strong hits a backbreaker, and then he hits the end of Heartache, which is one of the prettiest moves in NXT, man. It looks fucking brutal. I would not want to be on the receiving end of that fucking move at all. Jesus Christ, man. So he hits the end of Heartache on Burch, gets the victory. Roddy and Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne somewhat smiled here. But Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne got the win here. They advance to the semifinals of the Dusty Tag Team Classic, man. I like this team. a lot. Going to be very interesting to see what they do in the second round. Aaliyah, who I wish we'd see more of, man. I think Aaliyah is very underrated. She's got a great look. And she went against Ember Moon tonight. This was pretty academic. There was nothing to this match. This was just something to get Ember Moon some momentum on her way to eventually losing the NXT Championship to Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey are going to have a very, very, very good weekend for the Four Horsewomen, man, of UFC, or former UFC. Baszler's going to win the NXT Championship, and Ronda is going to make Stephanie McMahon tap out at WrestleMania. But this was pretty easy, man. Eclipse for the win here. We had Shayna Baszler come out on commentary. And again, man, I'm going to say it. Normally, every NXT review, attention to detail. Did you guys see Shayna Baszler come out? And did you see Mauro Ranallo's reaction when Shayna Baszler came out? That was such a great fucking old school reaction. He backed away as if he was afraid of Shayna Baszler. That like she was going to do something. She's going to do something reckless, because she's been reckless the last couple weeks. And I love that Mauro just played up that aspect when she came down to sit next to him at commentary. Just nice stuff, man. It's the little things that matter when you watch NXT. It's the little things I appreciate the most. Ember Moon wins here with an Eclipse. Ember then stares down Shayna Baszler. She hops on top of the commentary desk, and she starts talking trash from a distance to Ember Moon. Ember Moon starts yelling that she is the champion, and the two will meet at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. That is one of two matches that are announced for TakeOver. We got Aleister Black versus Andrade St. Almas, and we got the Women's Championship match, Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler, already official for TakeOver. Sanity will go against Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne next week in the second round of the Tag Team Classic. Raul Mendoza, NXT's resident enhancement talent. He is coming out for a match. I don't know who he was supposed to go up against, but Andrade Cien Almas, dressed in a lovely blue suit with the NXT Championship, beat the shit out of this guy. He ends up attacking him on the stage and throws him off the stage. So Raul Mendoza never even made it down the ramp for tonight's show. Almas heads to the ring with Zelina Vega. He cuts a promo in Spanish and very, very, very broken English. I would rather Almas not say anything at all. I wish Zelina Vega would do 100% of the talking for Almas. But Almas tonight, I said last week that I loved that Almas wasn't there because it plays into his character. Just based off everything he's done, he's 4-0 against Gargano. He got rid of Johnny, and he's putting on these great matches. He's the NXT champion. He's got a ton of momentum. He's fucking cocky. He's got Zelina Vega with him. He knows how great he is. He isn't scared of Aleister Black. He's not there. He wasn't there, so he's taking Aleister Black lightly. It plays into his character like, I don't need to fucking be there. Who the fuck are you? Who's Aleister Black? Aleister Black should be the one worried about me after what I've been doing and the momentum that I've been on. So it plays into Andrade Cien Almas' character. But the fact that last week Aleister Black cut down Zelina Vega with a ton of short jokes and just was very kind of nonchalant about Almas. Almas this week came out very, very, very angry. And angry Almas is a good Almas. Almas is good any fucking time because he's one of the best wrestlers in the world, never mind in WWE, but the fact that he showed some real emotion here tonight, whether he was in Spanish or English, he showed some real emotion. He was very angry for what Aleister Black did and said to Zelina Vega last week, and the fact that, he had Candice LeRae as backup, and she got her hands on Zelina Vega last week as well, so Almas has a right to be angry, so he came out and did what the champion should have done. He expressed his anger. And he went on to say, you don't disrespect me. I called you out. And he actually said, I called you out, you piece of shit. And they blurted out. They blanked it out. So I like the fact that there's no really gray area, right? They didn't script this guy to say something cheesy. They gave him the line of, you disrespect me, I'm going to call you out, you piece of shit. I loved it. I thought it was fucking great. He wants Black to face him next week. So they might meet face-to-face next week. I didn't read the spoilers thoroughly, so I don't know what's going to happen, but now Almas is pissed, and now he wants to confront Aleister Black. Zelina Vega did not get on the microphone like I said. I wish she would. Leave Almas to say whatever he's got to say in Spanish, and then have Zelina Vega really just add that extra layer on top of whatever Almas usually says. But Almas should not be speaking whatsoever. There's a reason why Zelina Vega is there, and that's the main reason. William Regal says next week he will be making an announcement that will change the landscape of NXT forever. You guys, I'm sure, are aware that NXT is going to be introducing the new North American Championship. They did a promo package for Ricochet. I am fucking beyond thrilled to see Ricochet in an NXT ring. And they did coming attractions for the returning Lars Sullivan. It's going to be nice to see Lars Sullivan, back in NXT and to hear that theme music so I can, rightly headbang to it because it's fucking catchy as fuck. So the North American Championship announcement will be taking place next week. So that means we're going to get Ricochet. We're going to get EC3 debuting on NXT next week. If that's not enough for you guys to tune into NXT, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Adam Cole is quickly becoming one of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing in NXT, man. You got Dream, you got Ricochet coming in, right? You got EC3 coming in, you got Almas, you got Gargano, Ciampa. Adam Cole is doing some really, really, really great shit in NXT, man. They're really getting him the spotlight, and he's thriving in it. You guys are seeing how good Adam Cole can really be, man. I love Adam Cole's cockiness. I love the way he carries himself. He reminds me, and I know it's cliche, everybody uses, he reminds me of a young Shawn Michaels. That's exactly what I look at when think of when I look at Adam Cole, man. He is going to be a major fucking player in WWE. Adam Cole has all the qualities and the capabilities to lead this company into the future on his own when the time is right. He is that damn good. And a lot of people were like, he is kind of academic in the ring. He isn't really all that special in the ring. Listen, he's good. He knows how to play his strengths. He might not be the best fucking technical wrestler in the world, but he puts on a damn good fucking match, man. And his character and his cockiness just comes through, and he just has everything nicely going for him. And I think Adam Cole is going to be a major player for years to come in WWE. Can't wait to get him, at the top where he belongs. And I told you guys he has been a victim of just injuries, not to him, but to everybody else on the roster. He's been a victim of Drew McIntyre being injured. He's been a victim of Ricochet and Dream coming up. And he's been a victim of EC3 coming in. So Adam Cole and his spot in NXT kind of got pushed down a little bit. But he still has Undisputed. I mentioned last week that you see WWE making Adam Cole a priority. They're putting him in every title situation imaginable. They put him against Pete Dunne for the United Kingdom Championship. He's going to be fighting and vying for the North American Championship. I won't say anything else, but they're going to be putting him around championships. Everything but the NXT Championship. But by SummerSlam, it's going to be Cole and Aleister Black. And if it's anything like we've seen in Philadelphia, get excited, because those two are going to put on a fucking show when the time is right for the NXT Championship. This was a great match with Cassius Ohno tonight, man. Very, very good main event. NXT continues their string of great main events on NXT television, man. I was thinking, and I don't know if I'm the only one thinking this, Cassius Ohno has nothing else to prove or do in NXT. Braun Strowman, he's been going around saying, the bar's going to get these hands. Everybody's going to get these hands. What if Braun Strowman has Cassius Ohno as his tag team partner? What if they wanted to promote Cassius Ohno to the main roster and have Cassius Ohno team with Braun Strowman? The knockout artist, get these hands. Sounds good to me, man. I think that get Cassius Ohno some nice rub on Monday Night Raw by putting him with Braun Strowman. Cassius Ohno seems like just a major enhancement talent. He's another guy who's suffering from wrong place at the wrong time. He came in and everybody thought he was going to be a major player in NXT, and he got severely bumped down the ladder because of everybody who came in. But he is so good at what he does that it's almost criminal to see him go out there week in and week out and lose. It's ridiculous. I'm not the biggest fan of Cassius Ohno. I hate his fucking theme music and I don't like his character. But the guy is a great fucking wrestler. That's the thing. I feel bad for him. He's the one guy in NXT that has suffered the most from wrong place at the wrong time. This was a great match, man. Adam Cole at one point got tossed over the top rope and he came down, and I swear to God, I thought I had not read anything about him being injured. He came down from air and hit the apron, and it looked like he tweaked his knee. And Adam Cole deserves a fucking Academy Award for the role he played tonight, man. He played one of the best looking fucking ribs or possums I've ever seen. He came down on the apron and it looked like he tweaked his knee. The announcers didn't even know what the hell was going on. He could barely stand up. He was limping. All of a sudden, he just pulls out a stand-up enziguri on Cassius Ohno, and he gets back in the ring and then starts limping again, and then just shakes his leg off and laughs at the crowd like, I had you in the palm of my hand, like you were puppets on my strings. Adam Cole is great. Great. What's great is the offense of Cassius Ohno, man. My God. The sounds of the shots from the fists and the elbows. Ridiculous, man. The cyclone kick. He hit Adam Cole with the cyclone kick here. Everybody was really into it at this point. Ohno with a big kick. Cole with a neck breaker over his knee. He got the big man up. Almost a 3 count. Ohno kicked out. Go for a Shining Wizard. It was blocked. Ohno with a fallaway slam. Big strikes. He sends Cole to the floor. Ohno then brings Cole back in. And before he could even blink, Ohno received 3 super kicks right to the face. He got that neck breaker done again. And then to finish him off with a Shining Wizard, Adam Cole wins via pinfall on Cassius Ohno in a very good main event. Adam Cole, once again, winning on NXT, and he did so without the Undisputed. Look at that, a heel telling his boys to stay in the back as he wins a match on his own. I wish that was done on the main roster. I wish we would see The Miz tell Axel and Dallas to stay in the back. Boys, I got this. I wish Jinder Mahal would tell the Singh brothers, guys, I got this. I'm going to go in on my own. Maybe I wouldn't hate Jinder Mahal as much as I do. Maybe I wouldn't criticize The Miz and his Intercontinental title reign as much as I do if he won a few matches on his own. Adam Cole said, guys, stay in the back. I got this. There you go. Nothing more to it, man. Adam Cole wins with a Shining Wizard, beats Cassius Ohno in a very good main event on NXT. Off the Script's going to be fire as always this weekend, man. We're going to talk about the Daniel Bryan situation in depth, what it took for Daniel Bryan to get cleared, the steps that he went through, when WWE scripted Daniel Bryan into the SmackDown Live script to get the beatdown that he did on Tuesday. We're going to go over all that. If you guys missed my review of Raw and SmackDown, man, blew the fucking numbers out of the water, man. Almost 2,000 likes on those videos. Over 3,400 views on both videos, man. That was easily my highest viewed SmackDown video. A lot to do with Daniel Bryan in months. And that's exactly what SmackDown Live needed, man. A shot of adrenaline. Daniel Bryan is there. We're going to talk about all that, plus the week in WWE on Friday. We're going to go over all that. I got more news on John Cena and The Undertaker and when we could possibly see The Undertaker come back to WWE and confront John Cena. I've been having problems. I thought YouTube was giving me problems about cutting my video off. I pinpointed the problem. Hopefully this video gets uploaded in full. My SmackDown Live review yesterday got cut off by 10 minutes. And it is a problem with my Adobe Premiere because I use Adobe Premiere to render and export my videos. So I pinpointed that. I was on the phone with customer service today and some tech support. I nailed the problem, so hopefully things go well from here on out. But I want to thank all of you guys for the continued love and support, man. We are less than 400 away from 90,000, man. I love the growth on the channel. Continue to tell a friend. Continue to support. Continue to thumbs up the video. Share it. Whomever you got that's a wrestling fan, tell them about Off the Script and this channel, man. Thank you guys so very much for everything. I know it's a pretty short NXT review, but, you know, not a lot happened. We're going to get a lot more to talk about as we move on. As we get closer to NXT TakeOver in New Orleans, man, we got the big announcement next week for the North American Championship. We'll break that down more with Gargano and Ciampa. Good stuff coming up from NXT, man. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for notifications. If you guys want to get a t-shirt, continue to get your t-shirts, man. Barbershopwindow.com. They do it for Roman. Get your t-shirts, man. You guys can still get it in time for WrestleMania. Barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. Please go and do that. Support Harry's. If you guys want your free trial shave set, you get everything there. All you got to do is pay shipping and handling, man. Harrys.com/script for your free shave set, your free trial shave set. And if you guys want to check out Audible, man, audibletrial.com/offthescript. 30 days of Audible service for free and one free audiobook of your choice, man. Thank you guys so very much for everything. I'm getting out of here. If you guys were on the East Coast and had to brace this fucking snowstorm, I hope you guys are okay. I'm going to relax for the rest of the evening. Hit that thumbs up on the video, and I'll see you guys on Friday for Off the Script episode 214. I'll talk to you later.